and this is the old Yamaha RX135 stock side stand, which was very irritating for all Yamaha RX owners. So very long, it's very long, so I have to cut an inch. So if it's damaged, then your carburetor will overflow. You can see the carburetor. This is made in Japan. It's very bad on the pedals. It's almost new, and the reed valve is also cleaned. Hey, it's your Moto God. Welcome back with brand new video. In this video, I'm gonna change 3 things on my Yamaha RX, and 2 of the things I would recommend you guys to change it on your motorcycle too. And I'm making this video after completing my Hyderabad to Maradimilli 39 kilometers ride. And the video straight. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about you can see the new side stand, and this is the old Yamaha RX135 stock side stand, which was very irritating for all Yamaha RX owners. So that's why I want to make a video on it. And that's the CD100 SH stand. So you have to do some small modifications to the stand to get the proper lean angle like that. And I'm also changing the manifold rubber. This is very important. A lot of people don't care about this, but if you ruin this, your mileage is going to drop and your motorcycle is not going to be in the idling position and all the stuff. So I'm going to change the manifold rubber as well. Fortunately, I got it the original manifold rubber, and which costs you around 120 rupees. The thing that I'm going to change is a normal thing. It's an RX indicator. This is the indicator that I changed, and this is the old one. So these 2 are the main things that you have to change: the side stand as well as the manifold rubber. And if you want to change the indicators, then get the good companies like Swiss and Minda. You know, indicator is a simple thing to install, so I don't have to make a video on it. But this is the brand new indicator, and this is the old one. You can see it got bent over here. I'm gonna tell you about the stand first, and then I'm gonna change the manifold rubber, and I'm gonna show you how to change the manifold rubber on Yamaha RX series. Well, you can do it on Yamaha RX100 RX135 too. So first I'll talk about the side stand. A lot of people says that the CD100 SS side stand was direct fit for Yamaha RX135. As you can see, yes, it's a direct fit over there, but you have to do some small modifications to get the exact the proper position of the motorcycle. So if you use a stock CD100 SS stand, it's like the center stand, your motorcycle will fall off on the other side. It's not that stable. It's very long. It's very long, so I have to cut an inch piece to the stock stand, and I have to weld it, and I painted it, so that's why it's not seen as well. So you can see there is a weld. So I have cutted the 1 inch and I have rewelded. Now you'll get the proper lean angle. So now you can see my motorcycle. I'll show you in a clear way. It's in a proper position, proper angle. So with the stock CD100 SS stand, the motorcycle is kind of look like this. If some air or if some wind or anything, if any pressure applied to the motorcycle will fall off on the other side. It's too long for Yamaha RX135. So what you have to do, you have to cut it like that, and you have to reweld it. And now you will see the perfect side stand option. A lot of people says that you can just weld to the old stand, but I changed it because you can see the stock stand is hurting my chain cover as well. So that's why I just want to get rid of this old RX135, and that's Mr. Brown over there, Brown. And now I'm gonna change the manifold rubber. This is the original manifold rubber. Fortunately, I got it from a local spare part shop. So first of all, I'll show you what's the issue with the old manifold rubber. So you can see all the cracks, right? So if you have a cracked manifold rubber, change it as soon as possible, because you don't know when it's gonna break. If something happens on the ride, then the motorcycle won't start if this breaks completely. So always change the manifold rubber, and this is the new manifold rubber that I got, and I'm going to show you the process how to change this on your motorcycle. The first thing that you have to do to remove the screw over there. So you can see I just removed the side panel. So now you have to remove this connection between the carburetor. You can remove it just by your hand, After removing this, you can access to the carburetor. You can see how dirty my carburetor is. So after 4,000 kilometers, I'm just removing the carburetor as well, and I'm gonna clean it and I'm gonna put it back. So lose this so that you can remove the carburetor and you can remove the manifold rubber. Just turn it anti-clockwise and you can remove it. The first connection that you have to remove was the fuel connection to the carburetor from the gas tank, and another connection that you have to remove was the 2T oil connection if you have 2T oil pump. So now remove the 2T oil pipe connection is to remove the petrol pipe connection that you can see, and remove the carburetor. To remove the carburetor completely outside from your motorcycle, you have to remove the choke cable as well. So with the help of 13 number wrench, just remove the choke cable. Yeah, now you can see the carburetor. This is made in Japan, 4TL01 carb. So I will clean this as well. The only thing left to remove was the power box pipe as well as 4 10 number screws. If you remove 4 10 number screws, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side, and if you remove the power box pipe, then you can easily access to the manifold rubber. As I always use this ratchet kit particularly, so with 10 number socket, you have to turn it anti-clockwise on the 4 sides, and now you can easily take out the old manifold rubber. So after removing the manifold rubber, you can easily take out the reed valve too. It's very bad on the petals. So I'll clean it and I'll put it back because we have removed all these things right now. So to clean it again, you have to remove all these things. So once in a time, I'm going to clean it as well. I'm going to clean the carburetor too, and then I'm going to install the new manifold rubber. And I took an old bowl and an old brush, and I'm going to clean this ugly looking, very bad condition reed valve, and I'm going to clean the carburetor too. You can see how dirty it is from the outside. First you have to add some fuel on it from the inside and outside. Just add it and give it a brush. So you can see all the deposits came off. So this is how it looks after cleaning it. It's almost clean. You can see the petals are clean from inside and outside too. And we'll clean the carburetor now. Oh, you can see all the rust inside. So previously the paint and the rust and everything came inside to the float cup. So before that, just remove the carb packing carefully. If it's really good, you can use it next time too. If it's broke or something else, you have to replace the gasket. Check whether your float pin is good. If float pin was good, your float will bounce like this. If it's bad, it's gonna stay at the bottom. It's not gonna bounce like this. So if you have the carburetor overflow issues, just replace the float pin. So this is the float and this is the pin. So if it's damaged, then your carburetor will overflow. So make sure you have a good float pin. I'm gonna clean it with the fuel and I'll get back to you once it's done. So now I cleaned everything. This is the thing that came from all these components, and now you can see the cleaned carburetor. You can see. So now we're gonna rebuild it. So first we need the float pin. Next we need the float. I cleaned it everything, and the float needle. Just check it. The gasket. So this is the old gasket that I am using right now. Make sure you put it correctly. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now the carburetor is ready. You can see it's almost new, and the reed valve is also cleaned. You can see right there. Just keep it like that. This is the new manifold rubber going into the reed valve. So I'll see you guys once I have assembled everything, the carburetor, the reed valve, the manifold, the side panels and everything. And let's see, we just cleaned everything and we just put back everything on their places. You can see the carb and the new manifold and the power box pipe and the manifold. So the carburetor to air filter manifold, and this is the old manifold, and the only thing left was the side panel that I'll put it right now. But before that, let me check whether the motorcycle is starting or not. So moment of truth. And you know, I'm sweating right now, so this is all about the video. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, peace.